Hi, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. My name is Jade, and welcome to Yogi Space. Today, we're going to take it through a 1 hour vinyasa flow that's inspired by the Virgo full moon. This is a blood moon, and it's an invitation for us to refine what matters and clear our space. In the spirit of Virgo, what we'll be doing is a lot of grounding, a lot of twisting to support the digestive system. And at the end, we'll do a small reflection during our Shavasana. So let's go ahead and get started at the back of our mats in a nice, easy child's pose. Child's pose is a great grounding pose because almost every single body part is down on the floor and you're feeling yourself melt into the earth. So once you get to the back of your mat, you can decide if you want to keep your knees together or have them mat width apart. I like them mat width apart because I really like to open up through the hips. If you want to get into the back, the lower back a little bit more, then keep the knees together. Either way, reach the arms all the way forward. Lower the forehead down onto the mat. Press the hips back towards the heels. And just start to sink into this space, preparing yourself for the practice and starting to focus your body and your mind. Begin to bring your focus to your breath. And for now, just take a few natural breaths, just bringing your awareness to how it feels. And then when you're ready, bring your attention to your exhale. Really start to elongate your exhale. Sighing that exhale out. This is going to help you to lower your cortisol levels, which is going to help you feel less stressed. Take it through a few more breaths like that. And then go ahead and set an intention for your practice. It can be anything you like. Maybe it's more spiritual, something in line with the Virgo full moon. Maybe it's more mental. Maybe it's more physical in the body. Whatever your intention is, just keep it close to your heart. I'll remind you throughout practice. Take one more full clearing breath. Inhale. Nice long exhale. Sigh it out. On your next inhale, slide your hands back until they're underneath your shoulders. Exhale to press into the hands, lifting the head and chest, coming into your hero's pose on your knees. When you get there, just start to rock the head side to side, gently opening up through the neck muscles. Of course, if you're not very comfortable on your knees like this, you can always be in a seated cross-legged position, or you can have your feet out, whatever feels best to you. But wherever you are, just continue to open up through the neck, maybe starting to make full circles, going in one direction and then the other direction. When you're ready, you're going to take your right ear over to the right shoulder. You're stretching it out through the left side of your neck here. Stay here if you feel it. You don't have to go any further, but if you'd like, you can take the right hand on top of your head, gently pull. Nice deep inhale and exhale, sinking into it. One more inhale here. And on your exhale, gently release, slowly. Bring the left ear over to the left shoulder this time. Now stretching it out through the right side of the neck. Again, stay here if you feel it. If you need a little more, take that left hand on top of your head and gently pull. Nice deep inhale and exhale. Beautiful. One more inhale here. On your exhale, slowly release. Bring it back to center. When you get there, start to roll the shoulders backwards. Go about 3 or 4 times backwards, and then when you're ready, just switch the direction and go forward. Just opening up through the shoulder joints here. On your next inhale, pull the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. Beautiful. Try to keep the shoulders down here. On your inhale, you're going to reach the arms up. Look up. Squeeze the shoulder blades back behind you. Take an inhale. On your exhale, you're going to bring the right hand down, reach up and over with the left. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it back to center, both hands up. Exhale, bring the left hand down, reach up and over with the right. Nice side stretch here. Inhale, bring it all the way back to center, both hands up. On your exhale, you're going to bring the arms back behind you, interlace the fingers, press the palms together, squeeze the shoulder blades, really open up through the front side here. If you'd like, you can look up towards the sky, open through your heart and throat chakras. Deep inhale. On your exhale, slowly release. Bring the hands in front of you, interlace the fingers again. This time, roll the shoulders forward. Round the back, tuck your chin. Feel that nice counter stretch in between the shoulder blades. Nice. You can rock your head side to side if that feels good. Beautiful. One more inhale here. On your exhale, release the hands, bring them all the way down onto the mat, into your tabletop. Maybe tap out the feet if you need to, if you were on your knees. Perfect. Maybe roll out the ankles. Maybe take a few circles here. Whatever feels good to you. And then when you're ready, come to stillness, making sure that your wrists are right underneath your shoulders and your knees are right underneath your hips. We'll take it through some cat-cows. On your inhale, arch your back. Send the tailbone up. Look up, open through the front side of your body. Exhale to round the back. Tuck the tailbone under, tuck the chin. Press the mat away from you with your hands. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale as you arch the back. Send the tailbone up. Exhale, round, tuck the tailbone under. Last one. Inhale, arch the back. Look up. Exhale, round, tuck the tailbone under. Beautiful. Inhale, bring it back to a neutral spine. On your exhale, nice strong core here. Pull the belly button in. Beautiful. Inhale to reach the right arm forward, palm facing in. Left toes go back. You can have them resting on the mat or you can lift them up. Whatever works for you. Take an inhale as you reach. Exhale, round the back, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, elbow to knee. Inhale, reach it out. Last one, exhale, elbow to knee. Hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach it all the way out. Nice. Hold here as you exhale. Pull the belly button in. You got it. On your inhale, reach all the way back. You can grab onto your foot here. Exhale to hold. Yes. You can stay here. You don't have to go any further. If you like, though, on your inhale, press your foot into your hand. Lift up. Hold here as you exhale. One more inhale. And as you exhale slowly, with control, let go of your foot. And then bring one hand down, bring the other, bring the hand down, and then the knee down. Roll it out through the left wrist. Good work. When you're ready, we're going to take it over to the other side, just warming up the core here, trying to open up through the knees a little bit as well. You're going to reach the left arm forward, palm facing in, right toes go back, resting or lifted. Nice. Inhale as you reach, really elongate, reaching the fingertips forward, the toes back. On your exhale, elbow to knee, round the back. Inhale, reach it out. Exhale, elbow to knee, squeeze the abs. Inhale, reach it out. Last one, exhale, elbow to knee, hold it here for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, reach it all the way out. Nice. Hold here as you exhale. Perfect. If you'd like, on your inhale, you can reach back, grab onto your foot. Exhale to hold here. If you want to go a little further, inhale, press your foot into your hand, lift up. Perfect. Hold here as you exhale. One last inhale. On your exhale, slowly release. Bring the hand down, bring the knee down, roll it out through that right wrist. The Virgo full moon is really a very reflective full moon, so it won't be a very intense vinyasa flow. We're going to take it slow and we're going to be very precise with our movements. So take your time here. Really try to focus on your alignment and the poses. So when you're ready, from your tabletop, you're going to start to walk your hands forward. We're going into extended puppy pose. Now the trick here is to keep your hips directly over your knees and just walk the hands forward as your chest slowly starts to come all the way down onto the mat. Maybe your chin comes down onto the mat here. Nice and gently. If this is too much for you, you can also put your forehead down onto the mat. So it's kind of like a funky child's pose, whatever works. And then again, check in here with this pose. Make sure that your hips are in the right place and breathe. One more deep inhale here. And exhale. On your next inhale, start to bend the elbows. You're going to bring your chest through your arms. Lower the hips down, lower the belly down. You're coming into your Sphinx pose here. Adjust where you need to. Get into a good position that feels good for you. Take an inhale as you open the chest here. Shine the heart forward. On your exhale, you're going to open the elbows out wide. Lower the chest down onto the mat. Lower the forehead down. You're going to bring the hands underneath your shoulders and then press yourself all the way back into a child's pose. Beautiful. When you get there, take a nice deep inhale and exhale as you sink in. On your next inhale, come onto the fingertips, lift the head and chest. We'll get another side stretch here. You'll walk over. Maybe bring the left hand onto the right. Exhale, lower the head down. Beautiful. Really opening up here, really feeling that rib cage open as you inhale. Close as you exhale, press back. One more full breath. On your next inhale, lift the head and chest, walk it all the way through center, over to the other side, right hand on top of the left. Exhale as you lower down. Breathing here. Getting that nice right side stretch, feeling the rib cage open on your inhale. Last full breath here. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, lift the head and chest, walk it back to center. Exhale into your child's pose. Beautiful. Once you get there, you're going to press into the hands. Inhale as you lift back up into your tabletop pose. We're going to thread the needle now here. So let's start with the left side this time, getting a little twisting action going. Left fingertips are going to go behind your left ears. You take an inhale as you open up. Elbow goes straight up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, you're going to close. Bring your elbow towards your wrist, your right wrist. Perfect. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Last one. Inhale, open. Hold here. Reach the left arm straight up towards the ceiling. Fingertips open wide on your exhale. You're going to thread the needle. Bring the left shoulder all the way down onto the mat. Bring the left ear down onto the mat as well. And then if you'd like, you can keep your right hand exactly where it is. You can stay here. This is the pose. You don't have to go any further. But if you'd like, you can reach that right arm all the way forward, press into the mat here. Breathe. If you'd like to go a little bit further, you can reach that right arm all the way back behind you, tuck it into your left hip. Breathe. And of course, if you'd like, you can lift up your right leg. So maybe you want to press it back behind you first and then lift it up. Up to you where you'd like to be. Listen to your body. Take one more full breath wherever you are. Nice. And on your next inhale, if you don't have your hand in front of your face yet, go ahead and bring that hand in front of your face. Exhale as you press into the hand, open back up, lift that left arm straight up towards the ceiling. On your exhale, bring that left hand all the way down onto the mat. Come back into your tabletop pose. Wiggle it out if you need to. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to take it over to the other side. So that means right fingertips behind your right ear. Take an inhale as you open. Elbow goes up towards the ceiling. Exhale, close it down. Elbow goes near your left wrist. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. Perfect. Last one. Inhale, open. Release the hand, reach it up towards the ceiling. Fingertips flare out on your exhale, thread the needle. Right shoulder comes all the way down. Right ear comes down. You can keep the left hand exactly where it is. You can stay just like this. If you want, of course, you can reach forward, press the left hand into the mat. You can reach back, tuck it into your right hip. You can press that left foot back. Maybe keep the toes down or lift up. Up to you. Full breath here. Hold wherever you are. Take one more full breath. On your next inhale, go ahead and bring that hand back in front of your face. Exhale as you press into the hand, open all the way up. Reach that right arm towards the ceiling. Exhale, bring the right hand down, back into your tabletop pose. Beautiful. Shake it out if you need to. We're going to take it into our first down dog. Go ahead and tuck the toes. Press the hips back towards the heels. Lift the kneecaps. Press your chest into your thighs. Slowly start to straighten out the knees. Lift the hips as far as they'll go. When you get to the top, lower the heels as far as they come down onto the mat. And then just start to pedal it out. Just start to open it up here through the backs of the legs, starting to open through the hamstrings, open through the calves. Maybe if you like, you can bring the feet about, mat width apart, sway the hips side to side. Maybe press the chest back towards your thighs, open through those glutes, open through those hamstrings. And then when you're ready, bring those feet back together on the mat in your down dog. We're going to engage our Ujjayi breath. The Ujjayi breath is an inhale through the nose, audible exhale also through the nose. So this is our dragon breath. We're building heat in the body with it. We'll try 3 breaths here. On your inhale, come high onto the tippy toes. Exhale, press the heels down. Inhale, high on the tippy toes. Exhale, press those heels down. Last one, inhale, high on the tippy toes. Exhale, press those heels down. Beautiful. Keep that Ujjayi breath going. On your inhale, look forward. You're going to shift the shoulders over the wrists, come into a nice strong plank. Hold here. Pull the belly button in. Squeeze the abs. Beautiful. Again, looking for that precision for that Virgo full moon. Of course, nothing is perfect, but we can practice with as much precision as we can. Take a nice deep inhale here. On your exhale, we'll take it through a level 1 vinyasa here first. So on your exhale, lower the knees down, bend the elbows back into the rib cage, lower the chest all the way down onto the mat. Untuck the toes as you inhale, come into your cobra. Perfect. Exhale, lower the chest back down, tuck the toes, lift up into a half plank. Inhale, lift the knees, exhale, press back, down dog. That's your level 1 vinyasa. Your level 2, inhale to shift forward into your plank. Exhale for a full chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog. And exhale to push back into your down dog. Beautiful. One more vinyasa here. It's a level 3 vinyasa. Inhale as you shift forward. One leg is lifted in this chaturanga. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift up dog. Exhale, push back into your down dog. Beautiful. Hold here and breathe. Checking in with the body, checking in with your form. Remember, in your down dog, your knees don't have to fully straighten out. You can have a slight bend in the knees if it puts you into a better position. So, again, always listen to your body. Take a nice deep inhale here. On your exhale, slowly start to walk the feet forward towards the hands, one step at a time. Coming all the way forward into your forward fold, taking it slow here. When you get there, again, put a slight bend in the knees because it's our first one. It's a little intense here. Maybe grab a hold of opposite elbows. Let the head hang in ragdoll. Maybe sway from side to side if that feels good. Take a nice deep inhale here. On your exhale, release the hands down onto the mat. Inhale, come onto the fingertips or fingertips to shins, look halfway. Exhale as you fold. Inhale, open the arms out wide, bring yourself all the way to standing, look up. Exhale, palms of the hands come together. Down into your heart center. Inhale, reach the arms all the way up, look up. On your exhale, you're going to bend into the knees, sink into the hips, bring the weight into the heels. You should be able to tap your toes here in your chair. Perfect. Inhale as you reach. Exhale, open the arms out wide, dive it into your forward fold. Inhale, come onto the fingertips or fingertips to shins, look halfway. Exhale, plant the hands down into the mat. Bend the knees a lot, either step or jump back to your chaturanga. If you're going to step, you step one foot and the other, come into your plank and then go into your chaturanga. If you are going to jump, you need to jump straight into your chaturanga. So it should look like this, with the elbows bent. You do not want to jump back with the elbows straight like this. It's a little bit too much on the shoulders, and the shoulders are one of the least stable joints in the body. So you want to make sure that you keep them safe. So you'll jump back into chaturanga with the elbows bent. Inhale to lift into your up dog or your cobra, and then exhale as you push back into your down dog. Beautiful. On your next inhale, reach the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale to bend the knee, bring it into your chest, round the back, look forward, lightly plant that foot in between your hands. Warrior 1, you're going to spin that back heel down. 45-degree angle with the back foot, come onto the fingertips. Inhale as you reach the arms forward, peel the chest. Exhale as you sink into this first Warrior 1 on the right side. Again, checking in with the form here. Glutes are working on both sides. Quad is working. Reaching the arms straight up. Elbows are straight. Pinkies are turned in so the shoulders stay away from the ears. Your shoulders and your hips are pointing straight forward. If they're not, if they're out like this, just put your hands on your hips and then gently guide them to come forward. You'll really feel that stretch in your left calf. Nice bend in this right knee. Take an inhale here as you reach. On your exhale, open the arms out wide. Bring them to either side of the front foot. Pick up the front foot, bring it to meet your left in plank. Take your chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog. Exhale to push back. Down dog. Still using that ujjayi breath. Checking in with the postures here. Making sure in your down dog, you're pulling that belly button in. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, slowly start to walk those feet forward towards the hands. Again, taking it slow here, placing each step with precision, with meaning, with deep intention. Reflecting on how you usually walk forward. Maybe you usually do it really fast and you just don't think about it. Maybe you really think about it today. Hold here in your forward fold. Maybe try to bring the forehead to the knees. Full breath. Inhale. Exhale. On your next inhale, open the arms out wide. Bring yourself all the way to standing. Look up. Exhale, palms of the hands come together down into your heart center. Perfect. Inhale, reach the arms up. Look up on your exhale. Bend into that chair. Sink into those hips. Press the hips back. Weight is in the heels. You can tap your toes. Perfect. Inhale here as you reach. Fingertips open. Exhale, open the arms out wide. Dive into your forward fold. Inhale onto the fingertips or fingertips to shins. Look halfway. Exhale as you plant the hands down into the mat. Bend the knees a lot. Step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale. Lift up for your up dog. Exhale to push back for your down dog. Breathe here. On your next inhale, lift that left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it into your chest, around the back, look forward, lightly plant that foot. In between your hands, spin the back heel down, 45-degree angle, come onto the fingertips. Inhale as you reach forward, lift up, exhale as you sink in to this warrior one on the left side. Checking in here with the posture. Making sure that you're pressing the outer edge of your back foot into the mat. Nice bend in this left knee. Knee is directly over your ankle if possible. You can straighten it out a little bit. Up to you here. Listen to your body, but do try to keep your shoulders and your hips pointing forward. Push them forward if you need to and readjust. Hold here and just feel exactly where you are. Maybe you need to squeeze that left glute. Maybe you need to lift up this quad a little bit more. Whatever it is you need, reach those arms up, pinkies turned in. Take an inhale. Exhale, open the arms out wide. Bring them to either side of the front foot. Pick up the front foot, bring it to meet your right in plank. Exhale. Chaturanga, inhale. Up dog or cobra. Exhale. Push back into your down dog. Beautiful. Breathe here. When you're ready, on your next inhale, lift the right leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee. Bring it into your chest, around the back. Look forward, lightly plant that foot in between your hands. We did warrior one. Now let's do warrior two. You're going to spin the back heel down. Perfect. Toes are going to point towards the left side. You're going to reach the left arm forward, cartwheel the hands up. Bend into that right knee. Reach the right arm forward, the left arm back. Fingers are flared. There's energy coming out of your fingers. This time, your chest and your hips are pointing towards the left side. So instead of forward, they're pointing towards the side. Your gaze is forward over your middle finger on the right hand. Really bend into this right knee. Perfect. Shoulders are down and away from the ears. You're gently squeezing the shoulder blades. Beautiful. When you're ready, you're going to reverse your warrior. So flip the right palm up towards the ceiling. Inhale. As you exhale, reach back with your left fingertips. You can either bring that left hand onto your left calf or your left thigh. You can also bring it back behind you and then reach that right bicep parallel to your right ear. Perfect. Inhale, bring it back. Warrior two. Exhale, you're going to straighten out this right knee. Give it a little bit of a break. Going into your triangle. Trikonasana, reach forward with the right fingertips. Right hand can come down onto your shin. Can come to the inside of your right foot or the outside of your right foot. Wherever feels perfect. Wherever feels good for your body. Now, reach the left arm up. Your gaze can be up at your fingertips. It can be to the side. It can even be down. It just depends on your neck health. Maybe try all three and see what feels best. If you'd like, you can even reach that left arm forward, bicep parallel to your ear. Hang out here in your Trikonasana, pressing the hips back. This right knee is straight. Maybe lift the kneecap up so your quad is engaged. Maybe press those front toes into the mat. Take an inhale here. On your exhale, you're going to reach that left arm forward, bring it all the way down onto the mat. We're going to take it into a twist, revolved triangle. Everything on the bottom stays the same. You're just going to reach up that right arm. You're revolving, you're twisting through the torso here. Perfect. Take an inhale, reach as you lift the fingertips up towards the ceiling. Perfect. On your exhale, you're going to drop the right hand to the outside of the right foot, bend into the right knee, come onto the ball of the back foot, come into your high lunge. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, sink it in. Pulling the belly button in here. Taking it slow, feeling the body, feeling that glute on the right side working, the glute on the left side working, shoulders again down and away from the ears, reaching the arms up. Nice right angles here. Take an inhale. As you exhale, you're going to drop that back knee down, untuck the back toes, interlace the fingers, drop them down onto your right thigh. Take a little bit of a breather here. Beautiful. Breathe. Nice. When you're ready, you're going to bring the left hand down onto the mat. Reach the right arm forward. Inhale. As you exhale, reach back. You can hold here, or you can take a little quad stretch. Full breath here. One more inhale. As you exhale, go ahead and release that quad stretch if you have it. Reach the right arm all the way up and around. Bring it to the outside of your right foot. Nice. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go into a seated cow pose, and we'll do a nice twist there. Hi. So then what you're going to do is you're going to walk your back knee in. Slowly bring your left foot over to the right side a little bit, and you're slowly going to sit yourself down in between that little triangle that you made. And then you kind of leave your right foot behind a little bit, but all you're going to do is grab onto it, maybe bend the knee, and bring it to the outside of your left knee. Just coming into this nice seated pose after all of that standing. Make sure that your right hip stays connected to the mat. Breathe here. And then when you're ready, we'll take it through a nice twist. So left elbow goes outside of your right knee. Your right hand goes back behind you. Make a little tent with your fingertips. Take an inhale for length in the spine, reaching up. On your exhale, you're going to look all the way back over the right shoulder. Breathe. Beautiful. Again, checking in with that posture, making sure that it feels good to you, that you have good form. One more inhale. And as you exhale, slowly release. You're going to bring your right arm onto, actually, you're going to bring your right hand onto your right ankle. Left hand goes back behind you, makes another little tent, and then twist the other way. Look out over your left shoulder and breathe. One more full breath here. On your next exhale, slowly release that twist. Come all the way back to center. You're going to reach that right leg back behind you. You're going to come into a quick pigeon. Take an inhale here on the left side. Exhale as you fold. Just to open up a little bit. When you're ready, you're going to bring both hands on either side of that left knee. Tuck the back toes. Lift the back knee. You're going to press into the hands. Lift that knee into your chest and then press it back into your three-legged dog. On your exhale, lower that leg down. Come back into your down dog. As you inhale, you're going to shift forward into your plank. Take your vinyasa. Exhale as you lower. Inhale for cobra or up dog. Exhale, push back into your down dog. Beautiful. Then we're going to take it over to the left side. That will pretty much finish the asana practice, and then we'll go into a nice meditation. On your inhale, lift the left leg up towards the ceiling. Exhale, bend the knee. Bring it into your chest, around the back. Look forward, lightly plant that foot in between your hands. Warrior two, spin the back heel all the way down. The toes are pointing towards the right side. You're going to reach the right arm forward, cartwheel the hands up, lift yourself up. Inhale, exhale, coming into that warrior two on the left side. Again, checking in with the posture here. Your hips and your shoulders are pointing to the right. Your gaze is forward over that left middle finger. Your right hand is going back behind you. If you have a mirror in front of you and you can see your back hand behind you, all you have to do is look in the mirror and hide your hand. Then you'll know it's in the right spot since we're looking forward. Again, bending into that left knee, pulling the belly button in, squeezing the glutes, shoulders down and away from the ears, squeezing the shoulder blades. Perfect. On your inhale, lift that left palm up towards the ceiling. Exhale, you're going to reach back. Reverse your warrior. Right hand can be on the calf, the thigh, or back behind you. Reach that left arm, bicep parallel to ear. Keep bending into the front knee. Nice. Inhale, bring it back. Warrior two. Exhale, straighten out that left knee. Going into triangle, trikonasana, reach with the left fingertips forward. Reach, reach, reach. Maybe press that hip back away from you. Drop the left hand. It can be on the left shin, maybe to the outside, maybe to the inside, whatever feels good to you. Reach those right fingertips up. Perfect. You can have the gaze up, to the side, or down, whatever feels good to you. Breathe here. Still using that ujjayi breath. Still building heat in the body. Take one more inhale. Making sure the quads are engaged. On your exhale, bring that right arm all the way forward, down onto the mat. We're going to take our little twist. Inhale to lift the left arm up. Revolve triangle. Beautiful. Everything on the bottom stays exactly the same. Just this left arm lifts up. Pull the belly button in. You got this. Take an inhale. On your exhale, reach that left arm down to the outside of the left foot. You're going to bend into that left knee. Come onto the ball of the back foot. Coming up onto the fingertips. Inhale to reach forward. Peel the chest. Exhale as you sink into this high lunge. The back heel should be directly over your toes. So you don't want it dumping like this, and you don't want it too far forward. Bring the heel directly over your toes. Squeeze both glutes here. This leg is really working, but so is this one. Take an inhale. Exhale, hold here, you got it. One more inhale. On your exhale, you're gonna lower that back knee all the way down. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Interlace the fingers, bring them onto your thigh, and just press forward. Beautiful. Breathe here. Again, checking in with the form. You're allowed to have an arch here, pressing forward. You're even allowed to have your knee go a little bit past your toe if you're that flexible. Up to you. Listen to your body. Just make sure that you have control here. When you're ready, you're going to bring the right hand down next to the left foot. Reach the left arm forward. Inhale. As you exhale, reach back. You can stay here. If you want to go further, you can take the quad stretch and bend the right knee. Grab onto your foot. Quick quad stretch here. Breathing. One more full breath. On your next exhale with control, slowly release that back foot. Nice. Bring the left hand all the way back to the outside of that left foot. And then we're going to go into our seated cow. So maybe straighten out the knee a little bit. You can walk the back knee in. Move the right foot out to the left side. You're going to create a little triangle here that you can sit your bottom down in between. Your left leg kind of gets left behind, but that's okay. All you're going to do is grab onto it, bend that left knee, and come into your seated cow. Again, just listening to your body, figuring out exactly where you need to be to make it work for you. Now, the precision isn't necessarily doing the pose exactly like I'm doing the pose. The precision is getting the right stretch where you need it to be in the right position, in a good position for you. So maybe that means having your left foot a little bit farther away from you, just so you can get your left hip down on the mat. That's okay. This is a little bit of a modification, but it's better than having your left foot all the way back here and you're all the way up like this. So if that makes sense, leave a comment if that doesn't make sense. But what you're trying to do is make a modification so that you get into the right position for your body. So from here, we'll take our twist. Right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Left hand goes back behind you. Make a little tent. Inhale for length in the spine, and then exhale to twist. Look over your left shoulder. Breathe. Beautiful. One more full breath. And on your next exhale, slowly release that twist. We're going to take it over to the other side. Grab onto your left ankle with your left hand. That right hand goes back behind you, and you're going to twist again. Look out over your right shoulder. Breathe. Just a little counter twist here. One more full breath. And then on your next exhale, slowly release that twist. Slowly release your left leg all the way back behind you. Come into a very quick pigeon pose. Just to open it up a little bit, take an inhale here. On your exhale, maybe come down onto the forearms. Maybe reach all the way forward. Whatever feels good to you. Just to open up through that piriformis real quick. And then when you're ready, go ahead and plant the hands down onto the mat. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, press into the hands to lift your knee into your chest, and then press yourself back into a three-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale to lower that right leg all the way down. Coming into your down dog, we'll take a vinyasa here. Inhale as you shift forward. Exhale. Chaturanga. Inhale for your up dog, and exhale to push back into your down dog. Beautiful. Nice deep inhale here. Exhale. Checking in with the form, of course. One more inhale. And on your exhale, slowly lower those knees all the way down to the mat. Untuck the toes, push it back into a nice child's pose. Taking a few breaths here. When you're ready, you're going to slide the hands all the way back until they're underneath your shoulders. Take an inhale. On your exhale, press into the hands. Lift the head and chest. Come into your hero's pose on your knees. Beautiful. When you get there, you're just going to sit off to one side, swing your legs forward, and then make sure that you have room back behind you. So if you are at the back of your mat, scoot yourself up to the front of the mat because we're going to lay down here. Of course, before we lay down, we'll take another hamstring stretch. On your inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, reach forward, grabbing onto your toes, grabbing onto your feet, your ankles, your calves, whatever you can get a hold of. If you need to, you can always put a slight bend in the knees just to get a little bit more stretch here. Maybe you focus on pressing the chest forward towards the toes, or maybe you focus more on bringing the forehead towards the knees. Whatever works for your body. Take one more full breath here. And on your next inhale, slowly roll it up one vertebrae at a time. Bring the shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, pull the shoulders down and away from the ears. On your inhale, reach the arms up. Look up. On your exhale, you're going to round the back. Tuck the tailbone under, tuck your chin. Slowly start to roll it down one vertebrae at a time. Using the abs here, keeping the heels connected to the mat. Slowly lower your lower back. Lower your mid back. Lower your shoulders. Lay your head down. Reach the arms back behind you. Toes in opposite directions. Stretch it out. Nice deep inhale here. Beautiful. On your exhale, bend the knees, bring them into your chest. Give them a nice big hug. Give yourself a big hug. Maybe rock from side to side. Maybe roll around in a circle. Massage your lower back. When you're ready, you're going to bring your right knee into your chest. Bring both hands onto that right knee. Extend the left leg out. Inhale to pull that knee towards your right shoulder as much as you can. On your exhale, grab onto the outside of the knee with your left hand. Right arm goes out into a T. Drop over to the left side. Look out over your right fingertips. Focus here on keeping the right shoulder connected to the mat so that you get your full twist. So again, same thing here. If you find that going into a deeper twist causes you to lift up your arm like this, that's not the pose. What you want is to have this all the way down so that you can actually get into a twist. You can put your hand here and try to pull yourself into an actual twist rather than just keeping the same position but looking like you're twisting. So again, reflect on that. Try to understand your body a little bit more. Lots of reflection here. Taking one more full breath. On your next inhale, bring that knee all the way back into your chest at center. Both hands come onto that knee. Bring the left knee in to meet it as you exhale, and then bring both hands to the other knee. Extend your right leg out, just resting on the mat. Inhale to pull that knee towards your left shoulder as much as you can. On your exhale, grab onto the outside of that left knee with your right hand. Left arm goes out into a T, and then drop over to the right side. Keep that left shoulder grounded. Breathe here. Drop your Ujjayi breath. Come back to those long exhales, sighing out. Again, trying to lower the cortisol levels here. Trying to cool the body down. Reflecting on all of the poses that we did. Maybe trying to understand which ones you feel like you don't have the right posture in. Maybe think about the ones you do feel like you have the right posture in and what might be going differently in each of those poses. Take one more full breath. And on your next inhale, bring that left knee all the way back to center. Exhale to bring the right knee in to meet it. And give yourself another big hug. Again, massaging your lower back, maybe rolling around in a circle, going in both directions, getting every nook and cranny in your lower back. And if you'd like, you can come into your happy baby, grabbing onto the outsides of the feet, dropping the knees into the armpits. Any movements that you need here. Maybe you want to straighten out through the knees. Maybe you want to bring the feet overhead. Maybe bottoms of the feet together, knees wide. Whatever it is that feels best to you. Breathe. And then when you're ready, go ahead and release whatever pose you're in, bringing the legs all the way down onto the mat, outstretched. Bringing your arms down by your sides with the palms facing up in surrender. We'll drop into our very last pose of the day, your Shavasana, your meditation, taking this time to focus on just one thing. Maybe it's your breath. Maybe it's your intention. Maybe you'd like to listen to some music. Or maybe you can focus on this one question. How can I support myself with more kindness in the season ahead? Slowly begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, rotating through the ankles and the wrists, inviting movement back into the body. You can reach your arms back behind you and your toes in opposite direction, and wake yourself up from a deep sleep. When you're ready, you can roll onto your favorite side, coming into the fetal position and using your bicep as a pillow. And then slowly lift yourself up, bringing yourself into an easy cross-legged position at the top of your mats. Bring the palms of the hands together at your heart center and slightly bow the chin in. And take the time to thank yourself for coming onto your mats today and cultivating the health of your body and your mind. The light in me sees and respects the light in each of you. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here, yogis. I hope you enjoyed this vinyasa flow filled with precision and reflection for this Virgo full moon. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to like, subscribe, and share with your friends if you feel compelled. And I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you.